Hey everybody, this is Coach Parker with CoachParker.org. How are you guys doing today? Welcome back. Today we've got another segment on my youth football drills video series. And today we're going to talk about what I call my everyday drills, or drills that I just continue to do weekly and they seem to stick. I do a lot of the drills as kind of needed or for fun, but these are the drills that really on a weekly basis are pretty much in every practice that we do. So here in a minute we'll get started. Again, thanks for joining me. You know, YouTube has made a big deal about the subscribers to our YouTube channel. So if you get a chance, there's a subscribe button down there and you can see it where it is right here in this area. If you could possibly subscribe for me, that would be a huge help. Doesn't cost you anything, so just look down here. There it is. If you like my videos, support me. Doesn't cost you anything. That'd be a great thing. And then the other thing they like is once you subscribe, if you can hit that little notify button, and what it'll do is just email you and let you know when I upload a video so you can watch it. If you like what I'm doing and want to help me do that, that's a big deal. And of course, you can head over to CoachParker.org and pick up my playbook. So let's jump right into the drill. So this is what I call my everyday drills, and I just saw this term and I liked it. So I think Southern Mississippi State coach used the everyday drill term, and he calls it EDDs. I just like everyday drills, so I'm going to use it. So thanks, Coach. I really appreciate it. So these are what I would say my everyday, every week drills that we do. And we'll start out, and here they are. And this is pretty rough and dirty because I've had a lot of guys ask me to put something together. So I kind of threw something together today, and I'll work on kind of cleaning this up and bringing these drills on into the video series and into my playbooks in the next couple of versions. So you guys have already probably seen the video in the past pod. So we warm up with that before practice. We get the quarterbacks throwing to everybody, and you'll see it in a minute. We do a snaps pod where quarterbacks and centers in pre-practice kind of go through that. And also in practice we'll do it. I've been setting up an agility course last couple of years. And we'll set that agility course up and make the linemen get their feet moving through shuffles and rings and ladders and that kind of stuff. If we're short of time, we'll just do dynamic warm-ups. The big thing that I've been doing a very long time is what I call two-line fundamentals. And I usually put guys with a partner every season, and we do two lines. We can take roll quickly, attendance, and then we do quick hands and blocking and gauges. Little tackling kind of form fits and stance, and we do that real quick first 10 minutes of every practice just to make sure everybody's kind of getting it and what's going on there. We do an angle tackle drill almost every week, every day. The contained pod is definitely weekly, if not every day. Then we do O-line steps and rules. I'll take the O-line over and we do that. That's a definite every day. Blocking box is definitely on the hitting day with the lineman, which is a really good drill. And then the running backs, of course, I didn't put these in here, but they'll go through handoffs and their plays and holes. And then we try to end the practice with kind of a big Oklahoma or a half-line scrimmage at the end. And then weekly, when there's a game, we will do game simulation and walkthroughs on our last practice before the game for about the last 40 minutes of practice. And that's kind of what we're doing, pretty much our everyday, every week drills. But these are the drills that are just pretty much hard and fast to what's going on for us weekly. And so I'll get through these real quick. Here's the pass pod. Basically, you got two quarterbacks on the other end. They're throwing to their receiver. The receiver will catch it and go to the other line and come back. And so it's just a circular deal there. That's a great warm-up drill. I stole that, didn't steal it, but I was coaching with older coach here at KYA, which I really like, and we had been doing the pass pod one way, and then I actually we put in another guy, and we got it going there. So That's kind of good there. And then the agility course. So here's kind of agility course we use. They leapfrog here, and then they got to hop the bag. Of course, those are just rings or tire kind of thing. Boom, boom, boom. These are shuffles. Okay, and then these are 2 feet in each of these. Boom, and then they kind of tire sideways like that. And then they run around here. Boom, boom, boom. And then here's bear crawls. Crawl, 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 crawl. And then they come back and get live. We usually go through this 2 times or 3 times right at the beginning of the practice to get everybody going. Definitely gets everybody's blood flowing and ready to go. Here's the 2-line fundamentals. We do what I call is this quick hands drill. There's a couple of videos out there about it, but basically I get everybody on their knees, and we put hands on their knees. I'll say the cadence or blow the whistle, and then they've got to get their hands inside real quick on the guy. So they're going to try to grab that real quick and then dump them real. And this is all while they're on the knees, and we'll do 2 of those. So they're trying to fight to get inside position with their hands on a guy, and then thumb up and steer right there. Blocking engage, we'll just have, they're standing up. One guy will be a defender. He's just protecting himself, kind of standing there straight. The other guy will get into a nice low crouch stance, engaged with the defender, and then where he can rise up and push up. And so he's got the steering wheel here. He's hooked in. He's got his face mask kind of in the chest. And then he'll take 5 short choppy steps, and then he'll push and finish the guy, try to push the guy down. And as he's stepping, he's coming up and trying to lift the guy. It's kind of quasi tip of the spear stuff. I've been doing that a while, but tip of the spear definitely is a little bit more complicated and involved. But that's kind of what we do. We'll do 2 of those each side and let them get kind of fitted in there and engaged. And then we do Seahawk roll tackles. We'll do these. Usually one guy's the ball carrier standing up. The other guy's either on his knees with the shoulder on or low. And it's basically a 1-step kind of shoulder, near thigh, roll tackle. We want them to roll twice when they hit the ground. And so we do that really quick and just kind of muscle memory there. And we do it right, left shoulder, so they go twice, right and left. We don't put balls. We just have the ball carrier simulate a ball. We may do, we look at a stance from everybody in this. We may do 1 or 2 little snap count things if we're having issues with snap counts here. And then if you want, right at the end of this, since they're already in a line, you can set a cone up and run a quick angle tackle drill to get out of there. That's really good kind of at the beginning of a game. You can do all these little quick fundamentals, and then you can do a little quick angle tackle out of that. But been doing that 2-line for years, and especially when you assign their partner, they can tell you who's not there. So that's there. O-line steps and rules. This is a big one. Basically, I just put the O-line up. We go through huddle break, how they come up, what those positions are, where they're at in an even set or a big overload set or a tough, or all these little calls that I've got. We look at their gap splits on certain rules and what we're doing. We go through that. We'll go through the rules, wedge, block, God, goop, jaw, Roger, Larry, kind of our inside zone stuff that we do sometimes. And then we'll get through all that, and then we'll have them do like just an inside foot jab step out of a stance. Everybody's, make sure they're not taking a huge step. So we'll do the 1-step, the 2-step, the 3-step, and then we'll do a 4 and 5-step from there. We'll do some wedges and look at that. So here's an angle tackle thing that we do all the time too. So we'll get everybody going through. We have big and small lines. We may even have 3 of these. But I got this from another coach. He laid his bags down. You can put cones down. But it's really quick. Here you can see the running back can choose either way. The defender has to make a tackle. Maybe one time you make the running back go one way, and then the next time he can choose which way he wants to go. We'll either do this roll or we'll do pecs from the Seahawks stuff. So that's how that goes. The blocking box, the linemen love this. I call it, it's basically a king of the hill blocking box where you got these two guys, they're trying to hit this midpoint, and I usually put a line or something here, and they're trying to block each guy basically out of this box. There's a drill in YouTube called the hexagon block drill, where this guy was using hexagons, and that's what he called it, and they were blocking each other out. I liked it. So basically the heels go here or their hand goes here, just however far away you want to get them, and then you're trying to have guys hit out. I call it the Night of the Hoochie, which is a funny name that the kids love, and they just want to play it, so they become the Night of the Hoochie. So we'll get down to the top 3 or 4 and then have a championship of who's blocking guys out. And of course, you can set up multiple boxes, small and bigs if you want. I usually have one because we usually just run the linemen through this most of the time. Sometimes the bigger backs will get in. But as we get older, the running backs are a little bit smaller than some of these big boys, and I don't know if I want them getting involved in that deal over there. So that's the blocking backs. We definitely do the contain pod. Matter of fact, today we're going through the contain pod, almost like a half line kind of thing, and we'll be going through all the defensive rules and what we want from each of these main positions. So we definitely go through this contain pod a lot, especially if you're running my defense, the 6-2 multi-8 defense. You know, this guy has really got to know his stuff along with the linebacker. And so what we'll do today, and I don't have it, we'll put a tackle here and basically full line, and we'll go basically half line. But we're watching this whole contain, and we'll probably just thud today, which is everybody's live except for the tackler, who's just going to hit and make sure he wraps up and not take to the ground. So a nice big thud there. We like to hear the pads hit, and that's how we know there's a good thud. So that's one we do every day. Definitely we do Big Oklahoma or half line every day. The team Big Oklahoma, you can have a competition. Sometimes I'll put 3 guys in here. Because if I put 3 guys, and what I try to do, if I put 3, like this would be the center, the guard, tackle, and if I switch that out, that would be guard, tackle, end. And so I try to keep the linemen, the 3 linemen, kind of whatever that little grouping is, so they can learn to kind of block each if we're running Big Oklahoma versus half line. And it just it's a good sim. We only have usually 15 kids on the team, not 22 or 23, where we can go like a full half scrimmage. So we kind of have to do with what we have here a little bit and to make it live. But so we'll do that. And then weekly, like I said, when we have games, we'll do this game simulation day. You can check out the video that I've got. But basically, we pretend like there's a game. We set up our sideline. Everybody's standing over there. Coaches are over there. We have a coin toss. We choose captains, which will be the captains for the next day. We say if we're home or a visitor. So we'll have a coin toss. We'll have kickoffs. We'll pretend the other team returned it. They'll go to a defense. He'll run for the defense. Will do some. That offense will do some stuff. Basically, I'm looking at our defense to see they're in the right positions based on how the coaches have kind of set up a quasi formation. If they're getting it all right, then they're basically out in 4 plays. If they don't, well, it'll take a little longer. Then they'll go to offense for a punt return. Basically we're going through all of the different teams, offense, defense, punt return, kickoff, kick return, making sure everybody's lined up correctly and all that good stuff. So we definitely go through all that. And the game simulation works out really good. It's one of the best things I've come up with. We kind of did this in high school a little bit to that, but I even took it to where I really try to make it like as much like the game, especially for the first 2 weeks when you have a lot of rookies on your team. It just gets them ready for what this whole coming in and coming out of the field is going to be. So that we've got there. So let's just run back through that. I didn't go over the running back stuff because everybody can find running back handoff drills and run to the plays. But really, everyday drills, pass pod, the snaps are in pre-warm up, go through agility course. This two-line thing I really like. I'll try to get some film on all of these this season. I've got kind of a GoPro knockoff, and I'm going to try to get film on all these drills, contain pod. O-line steps and rules is a big deal. We really work with our linemen quite a bit on steps and rules. Everybody likes to block in box in Big Oklahoma. And the game sim is kind of fun too. So that's all the stuff there. You can pause the video to see all those drills, and you can certainly look at the drill link, and I'll put that in a little pop-up here that has all my drills there, so you can look through. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like the video. This is Coach Parker with CoachParker.org. If you have any comments on some of the everyday drills that you like to do, please leave a comment. If you'd like to share this with your other coaches, please do. And remember to subscribe. Talked about that earlier. That's a really big deal that helps me out. Doesn't cost you anything. So if you could do that, you can also head over if you want to actually check out what's in my football bag. You can hit my store and you can see all that, and I get a little bit off of that. And then certainly my playbooks are over at CoachParker.org, which you can buy if you really want to take a look at those and support me even more. I've got the Power Wing Beast offense and the 6'2 Balti 8 youth football defense there. So check those out if you're looking for some new ideas in your plays, both offense and defense. And yeah, so like the video if you liked it. Once again, this is Coach Parker with CoachParker.org. Thanks for joining me today. And remember to play for fun, and winning is funner. You guys have a great season. Thanks for joining. Ciao.